Hello everybody and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. In the last episode, we found out Reese's true intentions, I suppose. But I guess it's a little too late for that. We now know what his condition is. He is some kind of lycanthrope of some kind, but he's not affected by the moon. If you didn't watch that video, go back. I mean, it's really far into the video, but it's still there. I do have a theory about the story. It's either because what the goat said is that a blonde-haired woman put him into the greenhouse. So that means it had to have been Tabitha, and she's gonna do some sort of ritual with the goat, because who just takes a goat from a farm and puts it in their greenhouse? And then there's Wayne, right? He's dead but somehow alive because he stinks. We learned that when we were getting haunted. He has a smell to him of rotting flesh, so he's dead. But how could he have died? I think Tabitha was taking after her grandmother, her great-grandmother, Edwin, and killed him because he was finding things out that she didn't want him to find out. But that's my theory. If you guys have any other theories, if you guys have any theories about the story, comment them down below. And if you're new or returning, subscribe. I mean, you're returning already, so what's the harm in that? You're just showing a small creator some love. In the meantime, I guess enjoy the rest of the video. Was his dad similar? A strange little smile creeps onto the doctor's face. I wish I knew. Reese just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how. Oh my god. He's a ditchling. He's the doom. That the ditchlings are. He literally has a tail like the ditchling. The ditchlings put an egg inside of this woman. I just woke up one day. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. I kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. But then all of a sudden my period stopped. I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different, and I just make sure to stay on top of his dosages, so he rarely ever does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes, then a few extra thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. I figured he might have some sort of genetic disorder. Had him checked out at a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now. Just a couple inches and some facial abnormalities. Enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off, or maybe a hallucination. But the second time, it wasn't as subtle. It didn't go away as easily. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. The relationship between you seems difficult. Yeah, You could say that. He was such a cute kid. When I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I'd be ready, but he made me love being a mom. It's not like it was going to be sunshine and roses forever, no matter what. Kids grow up and they change. Sometimes for the worst. This is part of being a mom, too. Doing what you can to make sure the child you brought into the world isn't going around eating people. Why would I ask such a dumb question? But I'm gonna do it. Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number one. It's not like he's usually a violent kid. He's mostly just sad. But every now and again, we butt heads, and that's usually when this side of him comes out. I imagine this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day and turns into a 12-foot tall monster with a million teeth and rips somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. That doesn't mean he's dangerous. I mean, you are the biggest threat to him. What you're doing is difficult, but it's necessary. I don't think it might be self-fulfilling. Don't you think it might be a self-fulfilling prophecy? Oh, don't preach to me. Is he a sweet kid most of the time? Absolutely. And Ted Bundy was sweet to people who he picked up off the side of the road. Didn't mean he didn't go ahead and slaughter them anyway. I know what my son is capable of, so it's my job to make sure he doesn't hurt anybody. While we're at it, any other secrets you're keeping? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say all this shit out loud. What is this room? Old x-ray room. Lead walls. After I realized this whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with special remote control locks. Glad it could finally come in handy. Sit in silence and wait. You and Dr. Kelly sit in silence and wait for her son to make his way to you. The sounds of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence of the clinic outside the safety room. Shit, this might be game time. Get those drinks ready. We have to get this door open before he crosses the hallway. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare into the hallway. Are those nails? Oh my god, dude. A Wendigo? Is this what you were so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. Dr. Kelly quickly loads them into her gun, leveling the barrel at her son. I thought we were in this together. Thank God. Dr. Kelly sighs heavily, staring down the warped figure of her son. I can drag him into the safe room on my own. I'll meet you at the front when I'm done. Wait for it. You return to the entrance of the clinic. Everything's quiet now, only streaks of paint where Reese's minions have once wailed out at the creaks in the wood. I hope you understand that this needs to stay between us. I don't care how much you feel like you need to share what happens with other people. The more people know about this, the more trouble it is for me and for him. I don't need any more well-intentioned escape plans. Do you think you'll let any of his friends in on this? There's a magic stone in your basement, just thought you should know. Also, we busted a hole in the wall down there. Okay, thanks for the heads up, I guess. I'm sorry I came here. I feel like this is all my fault. I tried to get you to stay away for a reason, but what's done is done. He was bound to figure it out sooner or later. I'm just glad there was an extra pair of hands around. It could have gone a lot worse. As much as I'd love to stay around chit-chatting, I have to get to work. Gotta clean this place as best I can before tomorrow. And you should probably get home. It's dark, and I'm sure your cousin's worried about you. Hug her. That's kind of weird. You don't wait to be kicked out. Heading out the door to the clinic and into the dark night beyond. Am I gonna hear whispers the entire time I go back? The night is oddly warm compared to the chill of the day. Crickets singing quietly in the sleepy little neighborhood. Everything that happened in the clinic feels almost like a dream. And now that it's over, you realize how little it meshes with your understanding of the world. Go home. I guess it's time to go home. But before you can get far, you're interrupted by the sound of panting and the dreadful telltale jingling of dog tags. It's the militia. They've poured out of the woods to stand before you in the road. You were looking for Gretchen, weren't you? We found her in her person. They're by the side of the road, a little way through the woods. They're both fine, but the human wouldn't leave when we tried to make her. And Gretchen insisted on sticking by her side. So we will have to take you to them. Hopefully, you can use your people words to get them to go someplace safe. The woods are crawling with those awful creatures. It's not safe anymore. Not even for a human. You are very, very good dogs. Lead the way. Yes, we are good dogs. Hear that, Scraps? I'm not in it for the accolades, Daisy. I just do it to help those who need it. You let the dogs lead you into the wilderness. Falling on their heels, they take you to Stella's hideaway. Before long, the trees thin, and you find yourself on a steep hill with a 2-lane road lined on one side by a sheer rock. And there, sitting on a log, staring mournfully out at the asphalt, is Stella. And there they are. Keep them safe. Be seeing you, speaker. You sit on the log beside Stella. Delta, how did you? She looks over her shoulder in confusion. Is that a gang of dogs? I'm so glad my compatriots can be of service. I simply couldn't survive another night without my nice soft bed. Scraps and Daisy formed a militia. It's a long story, but they helped me find you. What would I do without you? You must have been really worried about me. I'm so sorry, Delta. Come here often. I really missed you today. I missed you too. I'm sorry I was gone. I just had to come here. This is where the accident happened. My parents died on this bend of the road, in the road. They were taking me to college. I was lying in the back seat. It had just rained and the sun was finally coming out. Oh no, we're gonna get a cutscene of Stella's backstory. A semi-truck? Oh my god. Are they decapitated? I don't know if I can show that on YouTube. Oh, they are. What? Okay. Sorry, I know that's probably a bummer to talk about. It was awful. Really messed me up for a while. I think I'm still messed up. There's whole years of my life after the accident that I feel like they just never happened. Like every time I try to remember them, it's blank. I have all these videos sitting on my channel that I don't even remember feeling. It's scary. At least it hasn't been like that for a while, thank God. I've never talked to anyone. I've never talked about this stuff before with anyone. You reach out to her, taking her hand. It's warm against the cool night air, and the skin of her knuckles is soft. She finally tears her gaze from the road, her eyes meeting yours, but the hint of a smile creeps up the corners of her mouth, her dimples beginning to crease. Her hand shifts, her calloused palm fitting into yours, her grip tightening. It's strong and comforting. You can tell she feels. You can tell she feels held, and so do you. The two of you stare out at the road. I think the accident is probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just wanted to see them again. I wanted to know whether I even could. I never found anything, so I eventually gave up. Then last night happened, and I ran out here to see if maybe it could happen with them too. Even if it meant seeing the crash again, or seeing them all messed up and dead. I just wanted to see them. It's been a whole day. I don't think they're coming. Put an arm around her shoulder. And carefully place your other arm around her shoulders and pull her close to you. You feel her chestnut hair against your cheek. She smells a little sweaty and a little sweet. The faded scent of her shampoo mingling with the natural perfume of her skin. It's nice. You take in a deep breath, stroking her arm with your thumb, letting her lean into you. She rests her head against your shoulder, closing her eyes serenely. That hint of a smile spreads into a broadly contained grin that finally chases away the worry in her features. You can always wait a little longer. Stella nestles into you, her well-muscled shoulder relaxing against your body. You share each other's warmth as you both stare out at the quiet mountain road. Gretchen pants lazily in Stella's lap. Nothing happens. Nothing continues to happen for a few long minutes. I think I'm ready to throw in the towel. It's not like I would want to see them like that anyway. I guess I came out here hoping I might get a chance to say goodbye or something like that. Since I didn't get a chance when they were alive. Just because they weren't there doesn't mean they don't love you, wherever they are. They're probably somewhere better than whatever hell Charlie got trapped in. They're probably somewhere better than whatever hell Charlie got trapped in. I hope you're right. I've thought a lot about what might come after, whether there's somewhere else, or if they just stopped existing. At least we've seen some evidence of the afterlife. I hope that maintains. That means that there is a good version too, where they're still on that long car ride, listening to Dad's tapes, with a place in the back seat for me when I eventually catch up to them. Then it won't matter that I never got to say goodbye. have a long life ahead of you before that. You're right. When all that happened, it felt like the end of the world. It felt like nothing was ever going to matter again. She straightens up, stretching her neck. Gretchen hops down from her lap, tag jingling in the quiet night air. I know that stretch. That's the time to go home stretch. Thank the Lord. I'll be sleeping in my own bed tonight. Thank you, Delta. Thank for talking sense into this girl. We should probably head back, right? I haven't slept in a day. Wait, before we go, I should probably tell you about what happened today. Oh? You relay the events of the evening as best you can. Saying out loud makes it feel less real, like you're sharing the plot of a horror movie, not something that actually happened to you. Oh my god. That poor guy. And poor Dr. Kelly. This just sucks for everyone. Hopefully he and his mom can work things out. We should try to visit him tomorrow. You know, I think processing just the one traumatic event is enough for the day. This new one's going right into the void. At least until we get to the end of the week. Let's get out of here. I don't suppose I could ask you to walk me home? I'd love nothing more. You offer her your arm. She smiles, slipping hers in the crook of your elbow. She pulls you closer until the skin of your forearm brushes against her side. It's about time. Let's not waste another second sitting out in the middle of nowhere. And this is me. Do you want to come in? Dialogue options marked romance will start a romantic arc with the character you're talking to, and will lock you out of romantic arcs with other characters. Oh, well, I don't know how far this is gonna get, but hopefully not demonetizingly far. Yes, please. This is a dating sim, right? That's crazy. That's a crazy achievement. Stella ushers you inside, a barely contained grin, threatening to split into an excited smile. Let me just go take a quick shower. I've been sitting outside for a day. I need some soap. It'll just take a minute, then we can get cozy. Don't think nothing of it. For monetization. She hurries off, leaving you and Gresham in the living room. Finally, I've been reunited with my bed. Gretchen hops onto the massive pillow that serves as her dog bed, curling up and sighing, a heavy dog sigh of relief. I can catch up on my beauty sleep. Before she has the chance to fall asleep, a heavy knock startles her and you. There's someone at the door. It's that horrible man who smells like rotting meat. Stella! Stella! No, I don't want bad news. No. Do you think she's the cat that Sybil was talking about? I hope that's not true. I really hope that's not true. Oh my god. Who is it? You know who it is. Open the doors, please. Open the door, please, Delta. No? Alright, playing games, I see. Fine. You can have your fun tonight. but you should consider returning to the estate tomorrow. Tabitha won't be around. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her around to stop you, and you might be surprised at what you find. Gretchen's howls escalate into barks. Intruder! Monster! Fiend! Oh, Stella, come quickly! There's some disgusting smelling man trying to threaten us. Calm down, Gretchen. Were you just talking to somebody, Delta? Wayne stopped by. He's still following you. Are you sure we're safe? I hope so. Let's lock the doors and hope for the best. I guess we'll have to hope Gretchen is good enough guard dog to keep us safe. I'll tear out the throat of anyone who dares break into hurt my precious Stella. If they bend down to within biting height, that is. But I can always stare at their ankles until they have no choice. Stella, Gretchen snarls, yapping fiercely. That's right, Gretchen. You'll be the most vicious little Geritic pug there is. Really, your creepy stalker is all the more reason for us to share a bed tonight. If either one of us gets stared, the other will be right there for comfort. Plus, it'd give us an advantage if he tries to sneak in. Speaking of, I've had a long day. I'm about to pass out. Let's go collapse. Give me a second to finish driving off. Stella disappears into her room for a brief moment, and then the door creaks back open. So, are you coming? Mm-hmm. You walk by Stella and into her room. She gently closes the door behind you. So, I didn't clean up beforehand. You can think of it as getting the authentic Stella experience. She slips past you and lies on the bed. Dressed in an oversized t-shirt, you're quick to follow. She's warm and still slightly damp from the shower, her skin fresh and flowery. She turns to look at you, smiling, dimples creasing at the edges of her mouth. You could kiss me if you wanted to. I didn't realize I was playing a dating sim. You shift closer to her and close your eyes. The magnetic pool of anticipation rolls down your spine and across your skin, and for a moment that seems to last forever, you take in every detail of the world around you. The forested scent of her eucalyptus shampoo, and beneath it, the slightest hint of campfire. The comforting heat and soft, but calloused hands against your cheek. The thunder of your heart beating ever more quickly in unison. The tension rises and rises, a tone seemingly without peak, and then it breaks, and her lips touch yours. They're fresh and minty and soft, cool against yours and guided by the gentleness of someone looking to hold on to the memory of tonight for a long, long time. And then she pulls you closer, tighter, and the two of you lose yourselves in each other. Eventually, the two of you break away and open your eyes, gazing at each other from opposite ends of the pillow. You drift off together, limbs intertwined, exhausted and safe, and comforted. Tomorrow will bring some new horror, or it might not. But whatever happens, you'll face it together. This is the end of episode 4. Episode 5 will be released later this year. Follow us on social media to stay up to date on the rest of Scarlet Hollow's development. Congratulations for finishing all the What was that? Congratulations for finishing all the episodes currently available in-game. You've unlocked Hardcore Mode. Hardcore Mode allows you to select three traits at character creation, but you'll no longer be able to use your traits to avoid the consequences of major decisions. This penalty only applies to hardcore runs. Have fun, if you dare. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 5, please save your game now. You got it. Join the subreddit, play Slay the Princess, our other game. I'm here because of Slay the Princess, okay? Tony, Howard, Arias, and Abby Howard. I honestly really like this story. When they do release episode 5, I will be on top of it. But until then, leave a like if you liked, comment what you want to see more of on the channel, and subscribe if you're a newcomer, or if you find yourself coming back on the regular. In the meantime, I will see you all in the next episode, or whatever video I make. Delta out.